Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals as they match up with Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They're losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here to lead out the offense in his first year as a Dolphin, but 15th overall, it's the bearded veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the new coaching staff coming in, that incredible start. Over 400 yards passing in each of the first 3 games of the year, 11 total touchdown passes, and now it's his time to do it with Miami. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Complete. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
I remember when Laramie Tunsil was coming out of Mississippi and I was evaluating him for the draft. He's got a body like an offensive lineman and hands like a boxer. Put it all together, you got a heck of an offensive lineman.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back.
Talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go 9. Well, look now, our starting defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2.
A good week of practice or something in that area. They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Able to move the 6-yard line. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And while he won't admit it because his...
To throw again, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 20, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Dalton throwing the out route and complete. That's Green. A gain of 5 last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and...
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have taken 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Wilson snags it left side. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Brown coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. And
it's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and they will take over.
Because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you turn the football, hoping to catch them off balance.
And he did. After 1-7, just a red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Cameron Brate, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back. Dalton off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Play action now, Fitzpatrick. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across.
If you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And
the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching. Every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made it.
Part of the field, and for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit, route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
If they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now...
And he's going to go down again. Charles Harris, he's the one to get him, and that is...
That old saying, those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a shot taken on third down, but...
For a really good game for a receiver, so he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Perry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity.
Devontae Parker, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they their own 25-yard line. Andy Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man. Complete. And taken down. They go play action here on first down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they...
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterback. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown.
Over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the second quarter before they do. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28.
This one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll be taken down, but not first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be caught. He went hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime
commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing, and on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard.
He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for only 6, and on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. So Dalton now points the target, and he has it over the middle. And nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to, back time, he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a man open down the middle of...
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Alex Erickson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals...
Right, maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Stills, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. He's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting it.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Well,
soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it.
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the
action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
19.
Throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, Green with a catch left side. Out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards.
Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Got his man complete over the 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Game's going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Fitzpatrick, and he hits Drake. Past the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown.
Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none. A nice safe throw and a good one.
To throw again on second down. Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Ball right on you.
Throwing again on second down. Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's back here a bit.
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he will go.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? That is caught inside the 5. The final quarter and going for it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here? We're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Dalton now to pass. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees it a field goal going for things out at the 25. And it's player spotlight time, and we shine that spotlight on Ryan Fitzpatrick. He has been solid. His team, on the other hand, trailing right now on the scoreboard, but as we get a look at the highlights, he's been good.
He's been very good and continues to be so. And you see great evidence of that as we watch the highlight reel. He's trying to figure out what more it's going to take to rally his team to try and get them back.
Fitzpatrick. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get it. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll go down, but not. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So now Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then
going in regulation, maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well.
Last catch already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother. And the pressure gets to him again.
He's a very, very fickle man.
Here's Dalton. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides,
would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you.
And Fort just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game.
And it's a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? There. Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.